Welcome to the Podverse and everybody sleeping in the cloud. My name is Rod, and welcome to the Blacklog, where we talk black about TV, film, music, and then sometimes we just digress and talk things. We also drink hot tea, which is recommended by 3 out of 4 cardiologists. And I want to say a thank you to cardiologist Lance Lamont, who overlooked our mother this past week.
He did. Shout out to Lance, also the Bros. Shout out, yeah.
The gentleman to my left or to my right, but depending on how you're watching our podcast, is Ryan. Say hello, Ryan. Hello.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What's happening? What's happening?
Like I said, this is the Black Law. We talk TV, film, and as you all know, we've been on TV. I think you just heard our infamous House Party podcast, and now we're talking back to different world. A very special episode.
Coming towards the end of the season too. Oh, by the way, need a break? Us too. That's why we do this. So hopefully it'll make you laugh and think, or both. Please subscribe, like, and share. And if you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please give us a 5-star rating. Even if you don't like what you're watching or hearing, if you don't like what you're hearing on the podcast, leave that 5-star rating. We promise to be better next time. Also, you can find a lot more clips on, other spaces like IG, TikTok, Facebook, and shout out to Tiffany Customs Creations, found at etiffanycreations.com. They'll do anything you want.
Not anything illegal. Continue.
Oh yes, like apparel, yeah. Apparel and things. I've had shirts made from them. Good stuff. They do good, high quality
for all your apparel needs. Like I said, hey man, we're in the
before we jump back into a different world. Food social media post. I have come to the conclusion that will never go bad. People will never get tired of watching somebody eat and talk about that food in front of camera.
Something I don't.
I realized that. I'm starting to see all these different people, and I'm like, wow, I never saw this person before. And then I look down, I'm like, oh goodness, you got a whole lot of likes or whatever for eating fried chicken or eating these savory garlic mashed potatoes in front of everyone. But I just realized wow, food will never go bad in this world.
I gotta look it up.
I don't have access to it. I can't do it because I got high blood pressure. I can't afford to do it.
I got a question to all of them. Is flavorful a word?
Believe so.
Is it? I know after a while, something is used so much they just put it in the goddamn dictionary. But I'm just kind of like, flavorful. When they take these people, they take it. Look at that. It's so flavorful.
I just, don't get me wrong. I watch them. I look at them. And I look at I look at a lot more where people are actually making something because I might get ideas, anything. I might pull some ideas when I'm cooking. But when all I'm looking at is someone go, I'm like, all right, I got you. And sometimes you do. Sometimes it's funny, bro. It's often funny.
If you discover a nice place, you discover a place that's close to you, I get it. But sometimes it's just everybody's like, this your boy, this your girl, it is. And it's bussing. It's bussing.
Don't get me wrong. If that's what you do, that's what you do. I just thought that at some point in time, only those people who are really, really known, for doing it. I just didn't know that I didn't know that you can oversaturate a field as much as this and still be this popular. It just, it just goes back
I
to the
just
internet,
got the
bro.
feeling that
The
some
internet
people,
is infinite.
I think some people are doing it because they say I can get a free meal. I
I
think
tell you what. I tell you what. I do hate.
I
I
like
hate that.
I like Keith Lee. Keith Lee, I saw him when he was a couple. He was not. He was like in his infant stages, and I
Keith
still
Lee.
like him today. Yeah,
I like how Keith. I like how well. I
I
mean,
love it.
not how well spoken Keith Lee. I think I like how well spoken Keith Lee is because you also know that he is an MMA fighter, and that
You mean.
if you come at him wrong, he might choke you out.
There you
That's
go.
I like that.
I like
And then,
Keith Lee.
but I do not like because this is wasting food. I hate those things where they take food and they just they do stuff like raw burgers and they act like they're cooking it in water and all of these things. And I'm like, bro, like there's so many people who are hungry right now who can use that food. What a waste! What a waste!
Yeah,
I can't stand that, man. Like I saw one with a smash. It was supposed to be a smash burger. You take a raw burger, bro, put it in between a bun and put it on one of those grills. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, how you gonna man? You know how hard it is for some people to get food, bro, and you out here buying food and wasting it.
Audience members, when you see this, tell us how you feel. I'm just curious. I really am. I mean, is it an oversaturation? I sometimes think like you think they need to see they need a regulator say you do not do this anymore. That's all.
I just thought that at some point it would. Like, I didn't realize it would just keep going like that.
It never gets enough. It's just never enough because everybody thinks that they know how to do it better, even though they're talking.
But to all you people who out there who go to the grocery store and buy food to waste it and not eat it when other people are out here trying to buy food and cook it and for their families, and you out here wasting it so you can get, somebody to look at your video. I got a finger for you, and I'm not pointing it right now.
That is so mean. That is mean. Yeah.
Bruh.
All right.
Bro, they got people. Bro, there are people out here who are hungry, bro. Like poor people, bro.
Like, we don't want to do that to our audience.
Poor people, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm not defending them. I'm just saying. I'm talking about we're doing the finger to them. That's all. Here's a question before we start. Freakazoid. Anybody remember Freakazoid? Because my brother doesn't remember Freakazoid. That's all.
I know I've seen the character. I just never watched the cartoon.
Let us get into a different word. Debbie Allen, episode 21. Citizen Wayne. That's a play on Citizen Kane, the Orson Welles movie. Written by Mike Scott and Darryl G. Nickens. Wrote on Webster. The famous Chet Jackson, the Parkers,
Webster.
and other things. Hey man, that seems to be their what's the word I'm looking for? Their mountain, not mountain. That might be their Mount Rushmore because they did about 7 episodes of that.
Can't hear you.
What do you mean?
I can hear you now.
That's it. Is that might be their. That's like their Mount Rushmore because they did about 7 episodes. That's all I'm saying. Directed by none other than Debbie Allen. We start off in the pit. We open at a student body president debate between Dwayne Cleophas Wayne and one Teresa Stone, played by Candy Alexander of CB4, The Corner, and Treme fame, as you may remember. And has a pretty storied, nice resume. They are going back and forth. Dwayne is being the realistic one. He is like, look, things cost money. And if we party with a purpose, $1, if we have to pay $1, which I never heard of even in '89 paying $1 for a party, were they just going to parties for free? Like, did they just have free parties at Hillman?
Yeah.
Let me not digress, but they're paying. His whole thing is we could pay and then it could help create a scholarship fund. And Teresa is just like, she's that candidate who just tells you what you need to hear. What I hear is we have to pay. and everybody gets all upset into that mob territory. And it's like Wayne again is being the sensible candidate, and Teresa is the Flash in the cast.
Hey, bro, Dwayne is well. In this episode, Dwayne seems to be out of touch with poor college students, considering that he may not be a poor college student.
He
but
said $1. Are we really? Is he really?
I mean, I'm just saying, it's tight on some people, and I can imagine back on that day that $1 may have been, compared to. Yeah, it is $1. It is $1.
It's scary. Yeah, it is $1.
Oh, my bad.
It was great. That was great.
When I think about it, it's $1.
Yeah, it is $1. Yeah,
You know what? I'll stick with. She's a good politician. Stick with that. I'll stick with that.
You went WG. It was like you went WB Frog on me. It's just like it's $1.
It kind of swirled in my mind. I was trying to. Nope.
Mr. Gaines come out with his usual complaining ass. What y'all making this noise for? What y'all making this noise? It's like I want to say, Mr. Gaines, you knew these people. You
knew they were coming.
You knew they was coming. Like, why are you just angry? You want to argue, go to the barbershop. You knew this was happening. You do know the pit is at a college, right?
I don't know what Mr. Gaines be thinking about sometimes,
I don't
bro.
know what he thinks about. Oh my God. He's all in his old rigmarole when Colonel Taylor comes in, approaches Dwayne, which was weird because I shouldn't say it's weird because it
is weird.
No, it's
It's very weird.
Was Ron?
Hey, he come over to my house and
Ron
he wasn't around. I don't think he was around when Colonel Taylor came around.
Okay, Ron is a later on thing when he approaches it. Ron is in civilian clothes and just does this all of a sudden. I was like, I know it's ROTC, but I don't think they do that all day long. But he comes in, Mr. Wayne, I am going to be busy. Could you wait at my house for the carpet cleaner?
Shampoos, bro?
The carpet.
I'm at an HBCU kicking it, in between classes, and I got to go to your house to wait for some carpet cleaners, bro.
You done got real comfortable. I know I dated your daughter for a little minute, but come on, man.
You are definitely out your rabbit ass mind. Like, really?
But Dwayne's like, okay, it's like Dwayne's kind of like, I smash your daughter, I guess. That's the one thing. Colonel Taylor, he says, you trust me? Well, I trusted you with my daughter. And the same rules apply. No hands on her.
Okay. Like, that's something I want to, like, that's something, although he did touch things in the house, it's like, although I want to go in your house. And, like, I don't even want to be at your house right now.
I really don't. And after that, Jaleesa and Kim enter, talking about what to get for Freddie's birthday. Why don't we get her the new Ziggy Marley tape? It's like she has no tape player. We can use your tape player. You mean the one that she drops all the time? That's the one. Like, Jaleesa's like, yeah, we can get her something, but we ain't gonna. This is not an include me in it part thing. Freddie then enters, talking about the guest that's going to appear at the student at Sunday assembly. Something that I just, if that kind of had a tinge of 1950.
Having assumptions is one thing.
No, but I'm just saying the assembly part, like that whole thing.
But I'm just saying, having assuming somebody is coming is one thing. Who they assumed is probably one of the most ridiculous assumptions I've ever witnessed on a TV show.
Yeah,
at that day and time.
I mean, let me state
Please.
that there's a beat. Freddie comes in and she says, because she works at the A building, she said, I saw a document on the I guess vice president's desk about setting such and such time or so aside for Jackson, and the name Jackson was on Jackson. The Jackson. That's all that was on there. So Freddie assumes that the Jacksons, yes, the Jacksons, formerly the Jackson 5, this is 1989, are having their final tour, their retirement tour.
Would that be the victory tour?
Whatever.
Oh,
It'll
no.
be the victory. It would have been, yeah, 5 years earlier. Said it's their. It doesn't matter. The Jacksons are going to be at Hillman's campus.
Bro, even if Michael were not involved, it's still ridiculous.
It's still ridiculous. Even
Bro, the Jacksons
point,
are not going to Hillman for anything
at all. Not at this point.
The Jacksons not going to Hillman, Hampton, Howard. Yeah, they're not going to Ohio State. They're not going anywhere. Bro.
We don't play colleges. We don't do that. But I thought it was funny because
Ohio State Arena. Ohio State Stadium owes $100,000. Yes, we'll be there.
But they said she thinks they're having their reunion tour here at Hillman's campus, and then Kim goes, "It can't be," because she's rationalizing this. It's only they couldn't be because Michael's retired, not because
because it's ridiculous.
Not because it's ridiculous. It is. And then Whitley says, Tito, because I need to say how she says it, Tito has no business getting back on that stage. The way she said Tito, she had nothing but shade this whole episode. She had a lot of shade.
She did. It's pretty good shade. But yeah, I will say this. Back then, a Tito and LaToya joke were always somewhere on the horizon. If you brought up the Jacksons,
it's coming. It's coming.
It was low-hanging fruit. It was low-hanging fruit. A LaToya joke or a Tito joke. And every once in a while, you'll throw in a Reby joke just because of Centipede. And if you don't know what Centipede is, look up Reby Jackson's Centipede. And it was a rolling song. It was great.
She had...
Crawling
seriously,
like a centipede.
It was coming down the pipe. That's called too much. That's called too... But she was coming down to... Yeah, you're right. If you mentioned the Jacksons, there was a Tito or a LaToya joke. It was coming. It was a fastball. It was coming, and it was going to get knocked out the park. It was just going to happen.